1. The evolution of military uniforms. Briefly showcase how military uniforms have evolved over time, focusing on significant changes during key historical periods, such as World War I and II. Include visuals of different uniforms and explain the reasons behind certain designs. 2. Famous failed assassinations. Highlight a few notable assassination attempts in history that failed, including Operation Valkyrie, the plot to kill Hitler. Explain the historical context and the outcomes of these attempts. 3. Unusual weapons of World War II. Discuss some of the lesser-known or unusual weapons used during World War II, like the Stuka dive bomber or the Panther tank. Explain their design, purpose, and impact on the war. 4. The rise and fall of empires. Explore the rise and fall of significant empires throughout history, such as the German Empire, Ottoman Empire, or British Empire. Mention key rulers, battles, and the factors leading to their decline. 5. Strange laws from historical rulers. Talk about some bizarre or unusual laws implemented by rulers in different countries. For example, discuss sumptuary laws, unique punishments, or strange decrees. 6. Iconic last stands in history. Feature famous last stands by armies or individuals, such as the Spartans at Thermopylae, the Battle of Stalingrad, or the defense of Rorke's Drift. Highlight the bravery and significance of these events. 7. Unexpected allies in war. Explore instances where unlikely alliances were formed during wars, such as the cooperation between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies during World War II. Discuss the reasons and outcomes of these alliances. 8. The influence of propaganda in wars. Explain how propaganda has been used in wars to shape public opinion and morale. Use examples from World War I and II, showing posters, films, and other media used for propaganda. 9. Famous rulers who disguised themselves. Highlight stories of rulers who disguised themselves to interact with their subjects or enemies. Include anecdotes from rulers like Harun al-Rashid or Peter the Great. 10. The most expensive wars in history. Discuss the economic costs of major wars in history, such as the Napoleonic Wars, World War I, and World War II. Mention how these costs impacted the countries involved. Here are some fresh ideas for creating a YouTube short video on interesting historical facts related to history, world wars, and different rulers. The evolution of German military uniforms. Highlight the changes in German military uniforms from the German Empire to the Nazi regime, emphasizing key features and reasons for these changes. Include visuals of the different uniforms and significant events associated with each period. 2. Strangest uniforms in military history. Showcase some of the most unusual and unique military uniforms from different countries and eras, including the black SS uniforms and the distinctive Pickelhaube helmet. Briefly explain the symbolism and practical reasons behind these designs. 3. Top 5 leaders who changed military strategy forever. Highlight leaders like Napoleon Bonaparte, Erwin Rommel, and others who revolutionized military tactics and strategies. Briefly describe their contributions and the impact they had on warfare. 4. Secret operations that almost changed history. Discuss lesser-known secret operations during the World Wars, such as Operation Valkyrie. Explain their objectives, what happened, and how history might have been different if they had succeeded. 5. The role of women in world wars. Highlight the contributions of women during World War I and II, including their roles as nurses, factory workers, and even soldiers. Mention notable figures and their impact on the war effort. 6. The rise and fall of the German Empire. Provide a brief overview of the formation and dissolution of the German Empire, from its unification under Prussia to its end after World War I, include key events and rulers that defined this period. 7. Unlikely heroes of World War II. Feature stories of unexpected individuals who played significant roles in World War II, such as Oskar Schindler or Raoul Wallenberg. Highlight their actions and the lives they saved. 8. Famous rulers in exile. Talk about rulers who were forced into exile, like Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany after World War I, discuss their lives in exile and the reasons behind their displacement. 9. Innovations born from war. Focus on technological and medical innovations that emerged from wartime, such as radar, penicillin, and jet engines. Explain how these inventions were developed and their lasting impact. 10. The impact of propaganda in world wars. Explore how propaganda was used by different countries during the world wars to influence public opinion and morale. Show examples of posters, films, and other media. Here are some ideas for creating a YouTube short video on interesting historical facts related to history, world wars, and different rulers. 1. Forgotten Forces, the British Free Corps. Explore the little-known British Free Corps, a group of British POWs who joined the Waffen-SS during World War II. Discuss their motivations, uniforms that featured both the Nazi eagle and Union Jack, and their impact. 2. Cold War uniforms, the East versus West Germany divide. Compare and contrast the uniforms and equipment of the East German Kaserne Volkspolizei, KVP, and the West German Bundesgrenzschutz, BGS. Highlight the differences in design, materials, and political symbolism. 3. Adapting to extremes, German uniforms in harsh climates. Discuss how German military uniforms evolved to cope with extreme climates, from the hot North African desert to the freezing Eastern Front. Highlight specific adaptations, such as the tropical tunics of the Afrika Korps and the winter gear used in Russia. 4. The evolution of German helmets, from Pickelhaube to Stahlhelm. Trace the development of German military helmets, starting with the iconic Pickelhaube and moving to the Stahlhelm used in both world wars. Discuss the reasons for these changes and their effectiveness. 5. Unusual allies, foreign legions in the Waffen-SS. Highlight the diverse foreign legions that joined the Waffen-SS, such as the Free Indian Legion, and their unique uniforms that incorporated elements like turbans. Discuss their motivations and the roles they played. 6. The impact of weather on World War II strategies. Examine how weather conditions influenced World War II strategies and outcomes. Focus on events like the harsh Russian winter during Operation Barbarossa and the challenges faced by the Afrika Korps in the desert. 7. Germany's post-war remilitarization, East versus West. Discuss the remilitarization efforts in both East and West Germany after World War II. Highlight the formation of the KVP and BGS, their roles, and how they reflected the political climate of the time. 8. The iconic SS uniform, fashion and fear. Delve into the design of the SS uniform, including its symbolism, design features, and the psychological impact it had. Discuss how it was both a functional military uniform and a tool of propaganda. 9. The strange case of the FG-42, the unique German assault rifle. Highlight the FG-42 assault rifle used by German paratroopers, Fallschirmjäger. Discuss its unique features, why it was developed, and how it influenced later weapon designs. 10. From Empire to Republic, the changing uniforms of German soldiers. Trace the changes in German military uniforms from the German Empire, through the Weimar Republic, to the Nazi era. Discuss how these changes reflected the political and social shifts in Germany. Here are some fresh ideas for a YouTube short video focusing on interesting historical facts, world wars, and various rulers. 1. The evolution of German military uniforms, a century of change. Showcase the transformation of German military uniforms from the imperial era to the modern Bundeswehr. Highlight key changes and their historical significance. 2. The fall of the Berlin Wall, a turning point in history. Briefly explore the events leading up to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, its significance in ending the Cold War, and the reunification of Germany. 3. The secret soldiers of the Cold War, KVP and BGS. Discuss the roles of East Germany's Kaserne Volkspolizei, KVP, and West Germany's Bundesgrenzschutz, BGS, during the Cold War. Focus on their origins, functions, and how they prepared for potential conflicts. 4. The unique equipment of the KSK, Germany's elite special forces. Highlight the Kommando Spezialkräfte, KSK, Germany's special forces unit. Discuss their specialized equipment, including the HKG-8 machine gun and HKMP-5K submachine gun. 5. From panzers to paratroopers, the diverse roles of German soldiers. Cover the various roles German soldiers played throughout history, from tank crews in the panzer divisions to paratroopers, Fallschirmjäger, in World War II. 6. Germany's shift to modern combat, the adoption of the G36 rifle. Talk about the transition from the G3 rifle to the G36, and later to the 416 Hong Kong dollars A7. Discuss the reasons behind these changes and their impact on the German military. 7. The symbolism of insignia, from the Iron Cross to the Brunswick Eagle. Explore the different symbols and insignia used by German military forces throughout history, from the Iron Cross to the modern Brunswick Eagle. 8. The impact of the 1994 Rwandan genocide on German military policy. Discuss how the inability to evacuate citizens during the Rwandan genocide led to the creation of the KSK and influenced Germany's approach to international crises. 9. Adapting to modern warfare, the introduction of the Flecktown camouflage. Focus on the introduction and evolution of the Flecktown camouflage pattern in the German military, and how it reflects the changing nature of warfare. 10. The role of Germany in NATO, from Cold War to present. Briefly discuss Germany's role in NATO, highlighting its contributions during the Cold War and its ongoing participation in the alliance. These ideas can be used to create engaging and informative YouTube short videos, highlighting lesser-known aspects of history and military evolution.